All right, so now it looks like we could start. So first of all, a very good evening and a warm welcome to every participant of the Wall Street Club. And I hope you all are doing amazingly well. So now the mic has been muted for all the participants to avoid any kind of disturbances during the meeting. So if you come up to any doubts regarding the club during the session, which you haven't mentioned in the Google form already, then please do write them in the public meeting chat. And we have allotted time for the Q&A. Again, please listen to this very patiently. I have tried to cover all the doubts regarding the club, which we have received in the Google Forms. All right, so before I move forward with explaining the club's activities and functioning, please allow me to share my background and how all of this started. I am Shashwat Samaddar from MBA Tech Computer Engineering, and currently I am in my second year. I have a keen interest in the financial world, and to foster my interest, I have cleared the CFA's Investment Foundations exam, which is conducted by CFA Institute. It goes as Chartered Financial Analyst. I have been active in the Indian financial market from 4 to 5 years now. I have won Zerodha's trading challenge 3 times, once in the Forex segment and twice in the equity and derivative segment. Along with it, I have worked under a professional trader at a small trading firm, which managed a corpus of around 6 to 7 crores, if I remember it accurately. So this was more like an internship. And currently, I am working as a finance intern at Niels Invest, which is again a small investment advisory firm. Now, as I mentioned that I have been trading in the financial market for quite a time now. And when I joined NMIMS in the MBA Tech course, I was expecting some sort of club or platform which would be dedicated to finance, which I could join. But I was disappointed a bit to not find any such club or community, even after having so many students from the MBA Tech. Thus, I started to find like-minded people in various branches, and finally, in my fourth semester, I was in a position where we could initiate a club for finance at a very small scale initially. So, I present you with the Wall Street Club. Wall Street Club is an initiative of undergraduate students from NMIMS Shirpur campus. The core committee of this club consists of finance enthusiasts of second year from various branches of BTech and MBA Tech. So this club or group, you can call it whatever you like. It started 2 months back, somewhere around April. And it was at a very small scale, obviously. We had only, I guess, 15 or 16 members at that time when I started this. And we decided, the 16 members decided uh, that we should build on our foundations and lay the groundwork for this finance club before we open it for all the students of Shirpur campus and start publicizing it. So a few days or a week back, as you all know, we finally decided to launch this club publicly, and we were thrilled to connect with so many finance enthusiasts out there waiting for such a platform. And I really hope कि यार हम आपकी उम्मीदों पे खरे उतरें. The core committee of the Wall Street Club thanks all of you for the support you have given to us and the belief that you are having in us. It just took us 2 days after publicizing the club to cross the 100+ mark in our Google form responses when we started publicizing it. Again, it might be small number to some people, but at that time, it was a very big achievement and a very big milestone for the Wall Street Club. And we would really work hard to keep up this enthusiasm, and together we will take this club and this community to the next level. That's the wish. one more good news in the series for our club is that we have also started the process of getting this club an official recognition from our university. And Dhananjay Joshi sir is from the computer science department. He has been very kind in guiding us with it, and he will also be our teacher in charge for the club. Unfortunately, he was unable to join today's introduction meeting due to some personal reasons. All right, so now before moving any further, I want to clarify something, that this club is going to be a complete waste of your time. Yeah, you guys heard me right. This is going to be a waste of time if you join this club. So, okay, please just don't start leaving the meeting now. Hear me out for a couple of minutes and see if you can relate with my feelings or not. It's really important for me if we build a connection here. So, why this would be a waste of time? So, if you are interested in just earning money, I'm really sorry to break it to you, but you won't be having that much fun here. We are looking to have people with us who are intrigued about money, who like to talk about money and not just earning it. आई होप कि यार सबको समझ में आ रहा होगा कि पैसे कमाने की आकांक्षा रखना और पैसों के बारे में बस इंटरेस्टेड होना, दोनों में अंतर है. हम चाहते हैं कि तुम पैसों के कंसेप्ट में इंटरेस्टेड हो. दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ पीपल वी आर लुकिंग फॉर, who are interested in the concept of finance and in the concept of money. Secondly, if you're looking for calls or stock tips, जैसे अगर एग्जांपल दूं तो आप मंडे मॉर्निंग को उठते हैं आज एंड मैं कोई मैसेज भेजता हूँ कि यार ये कोई पर्टिकुलर शेयर है, इसे 1000 रुपए पे खरीद लो, 1100 पे बेच देना, 1100 का टारगेट है, स्टॉप लॉस 900 का है. आई एम वेरी श्योर यू माइट हैव हर्ड phrases like this on Telegram channels and WhatsApp. So if you're looking for something like this, again, we won't be doing that. Please don't get me wrong. Of course, we will be sharing our analysis of stocks, but we won't be providing any tips without backing it up with our own analysis. We will share our analysis about the stock. We will share our point of view with you, but we won't be giving you tips like this. कि 1000 पे ये stock उठा लो. Just a plain message. We won't be doing that. We don't expect that much trust from your side. Thirdly, we don't have any magical golden strategy or setup or financial concept which we can just give you to make money. So if you are looking forward to it, you will be again greatly disappointed by us. Yeah, we will be discussing strategies, financial concepts, and would also require your inputs in that too. Of course, we are not expecting from you to explain very complex topics like Black-Scholes model or options pricing, Markowitz theory, etc., etc. at this stage, since more than 70% of the responses that we have received fall under the beginners category. But again, after a month or two, when the basic concepts have been discussed in the discussion sessions that we will be conducting, we will be expecting your inputs in developing some new strategies, backtesting them, optimizing those strategies. Along with it, at a later stage, we will be requiring your inputs when we discuss various financial concepts like time value of money, discounted cash flow, financial statement analysis, etc., etc. We will try our best to help you at every step, but we would require your efforts too at a later stage. Not now, but definitely after a month or so. All right, so to sum it up, if you're looking just to earn money in the stock market or generally in finance, or you are looking for stock tips or calls, or you are looking forward to some golden strategy, I'm really sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you will be greatly disappointed with us if you fall under any of these three buckets. And that's the reason why, for some of the people present now in this meeting, this club would be a waste of time. On the other hand, there's a positive news too in this. On the other hand, if you are interested in money, if you like to talk about money, together we will be learning so much by sharing our knowledge and have a lots of fun while doing it. I promise you that. I personally guarantee that we will be learning so much because since the inception of this club, when it was a very concentrated group of 15, 16 students, I learned a lot in those 2 months, and I'm not faking it. I have learned about many concepts in those 2 months. So, all right, it was important for us to clarify these things, which are not the club's objective, because we don't want to be the reason for wasting your valuable time. All right, so now let's come down to the part which we all are waiting for, objective of our club. So we want to provide a platform for the students of NMIMS Sherpur who have interest in finance. And through this platform and community, we want to make students aware about the financial world, connect students with industry professionals and the alumni who are working in the finance industry, and provide a means to apply the theoretical concepts that we will be discussing. But the most important objective, or you may call it a goal, is to help the students introspect their interest in finance. यार ये क्लब ज्वाइन करके आपको एक्चुअली ये पता चल सकता है, हम ट्राई करेंगे कि आपको पता चले कि आपको फाइनेंस में इंटरेस्ट है भी या नहीं. Is it really something you would be happy to give 20 or maybe 30 years of your career or your life? या आपको सच में इंटरेस्ट है इसमें, आपको पता चलेगा, हम ट्राई करेंगे पूरी कि आपको ये पता चले कि आपको है कि नहीं फाइनेंस में इंटरेस्ट, या बस आप उनके टेक्निकल टर्म्स सुन के या फाइनेंस रोल के पैकेज सुन के, जॉब प्लेसमेंट सुन के, उन सब चीज़ों से आप ओवरवेलम हो रहे हैं. आपको एक क्लब ज्वाइन करके हम हेल्प करेंगे कि आपको आपका इंटरेस्ट पता चले. कॉलेज के क्लब्स यार आपको किसी पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में स्पेशलाइज करवाने के लिए नहीं होते हैं. They are there to give you a taste of that particular industry or that particular job profile. That's my personal understanding of clubs in colleges. And actually मैं एक चीज़ डिस्कस करना चाहूँगा, जो MBA टेक के स्टूडेंट्स हैं उन्हें शायद पता होगा कि after 3 years you will be given a list of specialization, जिसमें से आपको चूज करना पड़ेगा कोई एक या दो कि आपको MBA टेक कौन से फील्ड में परस्यू करना है. फाइनेंस में करना है, मार्केटिंग में करना है, या किसी और में. बहुत सारे स्पेशलाइजेशन रहते हैं उस लिस्ट में, आपको उसमें से एक चूज करना पड़ता है. अब यार क्लब ज्वाइन करके उसमें 1-2 मंथ डिस्कशन में पार्टिसिपेट करके फाइनेंस से जो रिलेटेड रहेंगी, कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट करके अगेन जो कि फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड रहेंगी, आपका वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो हो क्या सकता है यार. वर्स्ट केस बस यही एक चीज हो सकती है जो मेरे दिमाग में है कि आपको फाइनेंस बहुत ही बोरिंग लगने लगे, आप डिसाइड कर ले कि भाई ये तो मैं नहीं करूंगा, ये बहुत ही पकाऊ चीज है, मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा ये चीज, मुझे दूर रहना है फाइनेंस से. ये अगर आपको स्टार्टिंग में ही पता चल जा रहा है, तो ये आपके लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल प्रूव होगा when you have to select your specialization after 3 years for the MBA. You will have one less specialization to choose from, and that's a blessing in disguise. Apart from this, आज के टाइम में यार फाइनेंस सबकी नीड है, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट यार. आप किसी भी फील्ड में काम करो, आप बीटेक करो, आप MBA करो, आप कहीं पे भी जॉब करो, बिजनेस करो, कुछ भी आप करो, आपको यार वेल्थ तो अपना मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा और ग्रो करना ही पड़ेगा. That's inevitable. Which brings us to the topic of personal finance and mutual funds. So yeah, we all will discuss about that too in this club. And as you must have heard, that जितनी जल्दी start करो उतना better है, the compounding effect. So all right, moving forward to the activities which we have thought of conducting slowly and in phases. Now, these are just some activities which we could think of right now, but we will try not to be bounded with it. We will not bound ourselves with it. We will be expanding the list slowly and gradually. We would be starting with regular discussion sessions of financial concepts For the beginning, we will be discussing about the stock market, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, options, etc. etc. We will be starting with the stock market because most of our responses were interested in the stock market. But we won't be just bounded to that. We won't be just limited to that. We would be focusing on core finance topics as well. And we would be venturing our interest in quantitative finance and algorithmic trading too. Since it's not just a stock market club, it's a finance club. So it should have a broad spectrum to cover. And we won't limit just to the stock market. I know कि stock market एक बहुत ही अच्छी जगह है जो भी आपने फाइनेंस में पढ़ा है प्रैक्टिकली अप्लाई करने के लिए, बट स्टिल हम फाइनेंस के टॉपिक्स पे भी जाएंगे. We would not limit ourselves just to the stock market, but yeah, since scam 1992 रिलीज होने के बाद उसी का सबसे ज्यादा ट्रेंड है स्टॉक मार्केट का, एंड सबसे ज्यादा responses भी interested है stock market में, so we will be beginning with that. We will be kick starting with that, but we will cover the finance also. So these discussion sessions, which I was mentioning a while ago, we will start from around 10th or 11th of June with a frequency of 2 to 3 classes per week. The exact dates, topic of discussion in these discussion sessions, and timings of these sessions will be notified to you in the WhatsApp group. So please make sure that you have joined the group. Along with it, we will be discussing technical and fundamental overviews of stocks, and we will share that how we do it from scratch in these particular discussion sessions. We will try to keep it as practical as possible. We would try to spend very less time on PPTs. We will be trying to spend much more time on the charts, on the financial statements, etc. etc. The Wall Street Club won't just stop at this. We will be arranging guest lectures for sharing their experiences, and we will also arrange practical workshops for financial markets. We will be conducting mock trading and auction competitions, finance quiz, case study competition, etc. etc. But again, all these competitions would start once we get the official recognition from the university, which would mostly be in month of July, that is next semester. But for now, we are starting to build the base of beginners with stock analysis, discussion sessions on financial topics, and maybe some workshops. Because we don't want to waste this summer holiday on waiting for the permission from the higher authorities. That's why we are kickstarting with some of the things which we can do at this particular stage. Now, before moving on to the Q&A round, I will first discuss some of the most common queries and expectations which were pitched to us via Google form. Again, please fill the form if you haven't already, because after some time we will be making a team on Microsoft Teams to run things smoothly. All right, so the first common question which we received in the responses is this a stock market course, and what is its duration? So let me clarify that this is not at all a stock market or finance course. Of course, in the starting आपको ऐसा लग सकता है क्योंकि हम discussion session बहुत ही basic से start करेंगे. But let me remind you that this is not a course and there is no duration. As I said, we would be requiring inputs from your side too at a later stage, maybe after 4 to 6 sessions. I hope I'm making myself quite clear here. Second series of question, which was highly asked to us, is that is there any fees or charges to join the club, and are there any prerequisites? So since it's not a course, there is no fees or charges. It's simply an initiative by the students of NMIMS Sherpur to start a finance club to provide a platform to discuss about finance, organize competitions related to finance, etc. etc. So there are no charges for joining the club, to answer your query in short. Secondly, as I mentioned, we would be guiding you from the very basics in these discussion sessions. So there are no prerequisites. We would be discussing everything from scratch. Yeah, but at a later stage, when things get complex, we need your efforts, participation, and also new ideas in these discussion sessions. So वो ऐसा नहीं होगा discussion session कि हम बस आ रहे हैं बोल के चले जा रहे हैं. You would have to participate. We would encourage you to participate. Of course, starting में नहीं, क्योंकि 70% से ज़्यादा लोग beginners हैं जिन्हें ज़्यादा नहीं पता. So starting में हम नहीं expect करेंगे वो चीज़, but yeah, at a later stage we would be expecting your participation as well. Now, most of the common expectations which we received included some of these terms: cryptocurrency, mutual funds, personal finance, financial topics, etc. So personal finance और mutual funds तो मैंने cover कर दिया है explain करते हुए. So मैं अब cryptocurrency and थोड़े से financial topics की बात करता हूँ. इससे related expectations आए थे responses में, so मैं एक एक response नहीं पढ़ सकता हूँ, इसलिए मैं collectively answer कर रहा हूँ. So since this is a finance club, as I mentioned already, everything that has an involvement of money, we would be more than happy to discuss about it. Let it be cryptocurrency or any particular finance topic. So if your expectation from us is that we should discuss about cryptocurrency and some complex financial topics, if it has an involvement of money, we will do that. We will be more than happy to discuss about it. So I hope your expectations will be met in our club. We don't want to bound this club by mentioning just a few topics of discussion. That's why we did not mention any topic in particular, because we don't want to limit ourselves. And if there's an involvement of money, we all would definitely discuss it in the club. Of course, many of the times in these discussion sessions, there will be many topics which we also won't know about at all. But that's the beauty of forming of a community, isn't it? Someone would know about it and they could talk about it in the discussion session. So this gives us a platform to share and showcase our knowledge as well. तो एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ यार कि I don't know much about fundamental analysis, but some of the core team members of the Wall Street Club know about it and have been practicing it for a while. And I would be listening to them in those sessions, which would include discussion on fundamental analysis. Like that, there can be some topics which you may be more aware of than us. So you could lead the discussions there. तो ठीक है, ये कुछ कॉमन क्वेरीज और एक्सपेक्टेशंस थे जो मैंने डिस्कस किए. सो अब हम मूव करते हैं, जो भी अगर चैट्स में क्वेश्चन आए हैं, आई विल रीड देम वन बाय वन एंड ट्राई टू आंसर देम अगर कोई क्वेश्चंस आए हैं तो. And if you are still not satisfied by our answers, please raise your hand. We will allow you to unmute your mic and we can proceed the talk from there. All right, so I actually can't see any questions on the meeting chat right now. All right, so I have one question. What are your expectations from us? ठीक है यार, तो ये मैंने एकदम स्टार्टिंग में मेंशन किया कि तुम्हें अगर if you are interested in the concept of money, that's all we expect from you. If you are interested in finance and generally in the concept of money, that's all we are expecting from you right now. That's our only expectation. Shivani, I hope I have answered your question. Any more questions? I can't see any more questions on the chat. I think Ashray, you were asking something, but I can't see your question. All right. Ashray has sent me a question on personal, I guess. ठीक है. तो इसमें नेशनल फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस पॉलिसीज बेनिफिशियरीज भी डिस्कस होंगी क्या? तो आश्रय देख, जैसे कि मैंने बोला, अगर जो तू टॉपिक्स मेंशन कर रहा है, आई डू नॉट हैव वेरी क्लियर आइडिया अबाउट दिस टॉपिक्स. आई विल रीड अबाउट देम, बट अगेन अगर उसमें कहीं किसी भी तरीके से पैसों का इन्वॉल्वमेंट है, देन यस, वी विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू डिस्कस अबाउट इट. अगेन यार, फाइनेंस इतनी बड़ी जगह है कि मुझे भी सारे टॉपिक्स के बारे में नहीं पता है. एक्चुअली किसी को भी सारे टॉपिक्स के बारे में पता नहीं होता है. बट ठीक है, जो भी तूने टॉपिक्स मेंशन किए मैं उनके बारे में देखूंगा, हमारी R&D टीम उनके बारे में देखेगी. एंड इफ इट इन्वॉल्व्स द कंसेप्ट ऑफ मनी, कंसेप्ट्स ऑफ फाइनेंस, वी वुड डेफिनेटली बी हैप्पी टू डिस्कस अबाउट. Hitesh, he is suggesting that we should use Discord rather than Teams, where we can make text and voice channels too. All right, ठीक है हितेश यार, देख एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम अगर ऑफिशियली करने जा रहे हैं तो हमें टीम्स पे ही करना चाहिए, वो बेटर होगा. अगर हम सारी चीज़ें अनऑफिशियली करते हैं, सो आई थिंक डिस्कॉर्ड वुड हैव बीन बेटर. बट ठीक है, हम सजेशन ध्यान में रखेंगे. एंड आगे आगे अगर हमें ज़रूरत पड़ती है, then we will switch over to Discord as well. When will be the workshops and discussion be starting? Arindam Pandey. Okay, so Arindam, actually discussion sessions जो है वो हम 10th and 11th June से start करने का plan कर रहे हैं. So you will be notified about the exact dates, timings and topic of discussion in the WhatsApp group. So make sure you have joined the group, because we will be sending out messages and notifications regarding the discussion there only. All right. So, अगर यार किसी को chat पे नहीं लिखना है, if someone wants to unmute themselves and ask me personally, तो वो भी कर सकते हो. Hand raise कर दो, I'll unmute you. ठीक है, सो मुझे नहीं लगता और किसी के मन में कोई डाउट्स है क्लब के रिगार्डिंग. सो ठीक है, वी कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड. सो ओके, सो एक और क्वेश्चन आया है, विल वी डिस्कस अबाउट द फॉरेन स्टॉक मार्केट. ठीक है, सो अभी जब हम स्टार्ट करेंगे तो हम एक्चुअली फोकस करने वाले हैं इंडियन स्टॉक मार्केट में. बट अगेन जो भी एनालिसिस हम करते हैं, अगर तुम ये क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो फॉरेन स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में, तो आई एम गेसिंग दैट यू हैव सम नॉलेज. तो जो भी हम एनालिसिस शेयर करेंगे, like we will be discussing about technical analysis and fundamental analysis, they are equally profitable and equally applicable in any market. फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस में थोड़े चेंजेस आ सकते हैं ऑफ कोर्स, अगर मार्केट एंड एसेट क्लास डिफर करते हैं तो. बट टेक्निकल एनालिसिस जिसमें हम डिस्कशन करेंगे, वो आप कहीं पे भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. अब यूएस के स्टॉक मार्केट में करिए. आई हैव recently started to trade in the US stock market and the crude oil, so it works very perfectly. Fundamental analysis में थोड़ी दिक्कतें आ सकती है, but still the basic framework would remain the same. The concepts would not change depending on which stock market or in which asset class you are trading in. I hope I have clearly explained. what would be the timing? Aditya Ravi is asking what would be the timing of the sessions. Like once college opens, everyone might have classes till around 4 to 5. So are you planning it to be at night? So ठीक है आदित्य, actually टाइमिंग्स हमने अभी तक डिसाइड नहीं किया, बट अभी जब तक कॉलेज स्टार्ट नहीं होता है तब तक हम शाम को ही रखेंगे आफ्टर द मार्केट आवर्स, क्योंकि जो R&D के मेंबर्स हैं दे ट्रेड इन द स्टॉक मार्केट, सो आफ्टर मार्केट आवर्स ही रखेंगे एंड एग्जैक्ट टाइमिंग्स ग्रुप पे शेयर हो जाएंगी। एंड जहाँ तक बात है कॉलेज खुलने के बाद, सो या ऑफ कोर्स हम उसको शाम को ही रखेंगे जब मेजॉरिटी स्टूडेंट्स अवेलेबल होंगे। Will you be considering topics like corporate finance? भास्कर लोया, ओके सो हाँ हम लोग कॉर्पोरेट फाइनेंस के बारे में भी बात करेंगे, बट जैसे मैंने स्टार्टिंग में ही बोला कि जो हमारे मोस्ट ऑफ द रिस्पॉन्सेज दैट वी हैव रिसीव्ड, they are much more interested in the stock market. So we will be starting with that, but slowly we would be also shifting into core finance topics as well. And that includes corporate finance. And थोड़ा बहुत तो आपको corporate finance फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस में भी पता चल ही जाएगा। सो और कोई डाउट्स है किसी को? अगर अनम्यूट करके बोलना है सो दे कैन रेज योर हैंड्स। अगर मैं आप जितने भी क्वेश्चंस मैंने अभी आंसर किए लाइव, सो अगर आपको लग रहा हो कि वो सेटिस्फैक्टरी नहीं है, सो प्लीज रेज योर हैंड, हम उस पर डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं। मैं नहीं चाहता कि सेशन के बाद आप डाउट में जाए इस क्लब के रिगार्डिंग। इज क्रिप्टो इंक्लूडेड इन फ्यूचर टॉपिक्स? ठीक है स्टीवन चार्ल्स, ओके सो स्टीवन एक्चुअली हम लोग ने अभी स्टार्टिंग, क्योंकि जैसे मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ कि जितने हमारे पास रिस्पॉन्सेज आए हैं वो इंटरेस्टेड है स्टॉक मार्केट में, एंड जितने भी रिस्पॉन्सेज आए हैं उसमें से 70% बिगिनर्स हैं। सो वी विल बी स्टार्टिंग विथ वेरी बेसिक्स। हम क्रिप्टो करेंसी पर डायरेक्ट जंप नहीं कर सकते, सो बट हाँ क्योंकि क्रिप्टो करेंसी इंक्लूड्स द कंसेप्ट ऑफ फाइनेंस एंड कंसेप्ट ऑफ मनी, we would definitely include that in our future topics, in our discussion sessions. एंड जहाँ तक बात है कि यार जैसे मैंने बताया कि जब अपन टेक्निकल एनालिसिस का डिस्कशन स्टार्ट कर देंगे, मे बी फ्रॉम थर्ड और फोर्थ सेशन मोस्ट प्रोबेबली, जब हम उसका स्टार्ट कर देंगे, सो टेक्निकल एनालिसिस एक बहुत ही डाइवर्स चीज़ है जो आप किसी भी एसेट क्लास में लगा सकते हो, किसी भी मार्केट में लगा सकते हो, वो हर जगह काम करती है, उसके कंसेप्ट कभी नहीं बदलते। सो अगर तुम्हें क्रिप्टो करेंसी में इंटरेस्ट है, तुम उसमें ट्रेडिंग करना चाहते हो, सो टेक्निकल एनालिसिस we will be discussing in the sessions, so you could participate in those sessions, you could participate in those discussions, and वो तुम apply कर सकते हो सेम चीज क्रिप्टो करेंसी में भी। I hope I made myself clear. किसी को अगर कोई और डाउट्स है तो यार माइक अनम्यूट करके पूछ सकते हो, मतलब हैंड रेज कर दो, मैं अलाउ कर दूंगा माइक अनम्यूट करने के लिए। So ठीक है यार, thank you for listening to me so patiently, and we have tried our best to answer all your queries. So if you still have some doubts regarding the club or anything related to finance or stock market, please feel free to contact us anytime. One more thing before ending the session. We have received relatively less responses from the first year students, and we are guessing that it might have happened due to the communication gap. So a request from everyone, and especially from the first years, please spread the word about the Wall Street Club to your friends via Insta stories or WhatsApp groups, anything which you like. And please ask them to fill the Google form. to be a part of this initiative and not to miss this amazing opportunity that we are bringing into the table. I will share the Google link for the club registration in the chat window of this meeting. So fill it if you haven't already. This is the same Google form which we circulated 10 to 14 days back. So if you have already filled it, if you are already uh, enrolled in that Google form, then please do not fill it once again. It will just make our job difficult. If you have not filled it, then please fill it, because we will be creating a team on Microsoft Teams after a couple of days to run things smoothly. So if your name and mail is not present on the forms, it will be really difficult for us to add you. So, all right, please, here I'm requesting all of you to turn on your cameras for a moment so that we can capture a screenshot for our documentation purposes. If you all could turn on your camera for a moment. I actually forgot to turn on my camera at the starting of the meeting, and I did not want to interrupt. Megha, you can stop the screen sharing now. So that Saloni could take the screenshot. Stop the screen sharing. Okay, I have received one more message question. Let me just answer it before I take the screenshot. Mithil Chokhani. How can we trade once college reopens, since the market hours and college timings would be similar? Okay, तो ठीक है यार, मार्केट में ट्रेड करने के लिए जरूरी नहीं कि सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन है इंट्राडे जिसकी आप बात कर रहे हैं, वो इंट्राडे है कि आपको पूरे 6 घंटे मार्केट के सामने बैठे रहना पड़ेगा। उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे तरीके होते हैं ट्रेड करने के स्टॉक मार्केट में। आप स्विंग ट्रेडिंग कर लीजिए, जिसमें आपको 10 डेज 14 डेज होल्ड करके रखना पड़ता है, या आप थोड़ा और लॉन्ग टर्म कर लीजिए, इन्वेस्टमेंट कर लीजिए। सो या ऑफ कोर्स कॉलेज ओपन होने के बाद तो हम नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि उतना फोकस हम साथ साथ में कर नहीं पाएंगे मार्केट, क्योंकि अगर आप इंट्राडे कर रहे हैं तो आपको 6 घंटे बैठे ही रहना पड़ेंगे। सो साथ साथ में मार्केट के साथ साथ में आप कॉलेज के लेक्चर्स अटेंड नहीं कर पाएंगे, ध्यान नहीं दे पाएंगे। सो आई वुड नॉट रिकमेंड इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग व्हाइल द कॉलेज इज ओपन। सो आप स्विंग ट्रेडिंग कीजिए। मैं भी एक्चुअली मोस्टली स्विंग ट्रेडिंग ही करता हूँ, एंड बहुत सारे मेंबर्स हैं अभी हमारे कोर टीम में जिन लोग इंट्राडे भी कर रहे हैं, एंड दे आर प्रॉफिटेबल। सो व्हिचएवर मेक्स यू इच, दैट इज ऑल वी वांट। सो दैट्स ऑल आई कैन से कि अगर कॉलेज खुल गया तब क्या करें। तो अब स्विंग ट्रेडिंग परस्यू कर सकते हैं। मैं जब कॉलेज में था तो मैं स्विंग ट्रेडिंग कर रहा था। जब कॉलेज खुला था फर्स्ट ईयर में, जब थे हम सब कॉलेज में, मैं स्विंग ट्रेडिंग कर रहा था। उतना कुछ इफेक्ट आया नहीं। इंट्राडे हाँ नहीं हो पाया, बट ठीक है, चलते। All right. I hope I answered your query, Mithil. Okay, Saloni, please take the screenshot and please give a hand before taking one. Okay. Wait. एक और क्वेश्चन है यार। मैंने क्वेश्चन के लिए Q&A रखा तो था, तब तुम क्यों नहीं पूछे? What is swing trading? ओके, तो ठीक है। स्विंग ट्रेडिंग एक स्टाइल है ट्रेडिंग करने का, जिसमें आप मोर देन वन डे स्टॉक को होल्ड करके रखते हैं। You have to be very precise, more than 2 days, क्योंकि अगर सिर्फ आप एक दिन के लिए होल्ड करके रख रहे हैं एंड अगले दिन बेच दे रहे हैं, सो दैट इज VTST। एंड स्विंग ट्रेडिंग इज इफ यू आर होल्डिंग मोर देन 2 days, 3 दिन 4 दिन 5 दिन के लिए आप होल्ड कर रहे हैं, फिर आप सेल कर रहे हैं अगर स्टॉक को। आप किसी पोजिशन में अगर 3 दिन 4 दिन 5 दिन या उससे ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, 1 महीना 15 दिन 2 महीना, तो ये सारे जो टाइम फ्रेम है वो स्विंग ट्रेडिंग के अंदर आ जाते हैं। सो ये नाम रटने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, ये बस ट्रेडिंग स्टाइल है। इंट्राडे वो होता है कि आपने आज ही खरीदा एंड आपको आज ही मार्केट क्लोज होने से पहले अपनी पोजीशन क्लोज करनी पड़ेगी। सो एक एग्जांपल अगर दे दूं, तो अगर आपने रिलायंस का शेयर आज खरीदा है 10 बजे मंडे मॉर्निंग को, तो इंट्राडे अगर आप कर रहे हैं, सो आपको 3:30 बजे मार्केट क्लोज होने के पहले खत्म करना पड़ेगा, आपको अपना शेयर बेच देना पड़ेगा, भले ही आप प्रॉफिट में हो या लॉस में हो। अगर आप खुद से नहीं बेचते, आपको ब्रोकर बेच देगा। कार्तिक हैंड रेस कर रहा है। ओके कार्तिक। हाँ कार्तिक।
Yeah, I just want to tell this is what we are all going to discuss in the club.
Yeah, we will surely discuss, but I think उसका एक basic doubt था, तो I think 2 मिनट अपन ले सकते हैं उसका डाउट क्लियर करने के लिए। It's all right, not a big deal. So ठीक है सलोनी, please let the screenshot and we will just get going. All right. So thank you, yaar, for bearing with us so patiently, and you will be hearing from us before 10th or 11th June regarding the first discussion session, and all the necessary details regarding the discussion session will be shared on the WhatsApp group. So make sure that you have joined that and have filled the Google form. 1 मिनट बस लीव मत करना, मैं गूगल फॉर्म की लिंक शेयर कर देता हूँ। एंड अगर आपने ऑलरेडी भर दिया गूगल फॉर्म, सो प्लीज यार दोबारा मत भरना। ये वही सेम लिंक है, सेम फॉर्म का लिंक है जो हमने 10-14 डेज पहले भेजा था। ऑल राइट, तो मैंने भेज दिया है। तो आप देख लेना, जिसने भी नहीं भरा है सो प्लीज उसको भर देना, बिकॉज हम 2-4 दिन में टीम क्रिएट करने का ट्राई करेंगे। ठीक है, सो यार थैंक यू एंड बाय बाय, हैव अ ग्रेट नाइट।